Thank you. Jim, thank you. Tom, thank you. And to all the individuals and the corporations that have allowed us to get to 2/3 of our way towards the $50 million, I want to thank you on behalf of the children of the city of Chicago. We've come together as a city in the past for Millennium Park. We've come together for NATO. We've come together for the Olympics. We've come together for Maggie Daley Park. Today we come together for our most important legacy, the children of the city of Chicago. Because somewhere between the potential of our kids and the promise of this great city, there's a bridge that we need to build. That is why I am so appreciative that our First Lady, Michelle Obama, our friend, is joining us today in this effort. And looking around this room, I see a resounding answer to the question that Michelle asked during her speech in Charlotte at the convention. Now, there were a lot of good speeches given, but I think the most memorable line was that given by our First Lady, who noted that all of us had walked through the door of opportunity. And when you walk through that door of opportunity, do you reach back and grab the handle of the door and slam it shut? Or do you reach back and grab the hand of a child and pull them through that door of opportunity? And that is what we are doing today in this room. Now, I count it as one of the great privileges of my life to have worked as President Obama's first chief of staff, as President Clinton's senior advisor, but as a native of this city, I know Michelle will understand when I say that Mayor of Chicago is the best job that I ever had. First and foremost, because I'm home, but also because I get to see close up just what kind of great kids we have here in the city of Chicago. I see it in their eyes, and I hear it in their voices. And that is why I know that the challenge before us today is not about tackling youth violence. It is about tackling the gap of opportunity that exists for our kids today. That is why we are here today. Now, in February and March, we have seen a decline in our homicide and our shootings. But we need to make sure that that progress marks not a respite, but a permanent reality for the children in the city of Chicago year in and year out. For our kids to live up to their potential, we have to live up to our obligations to them. That means providing them an opportunity to excel academically, athletically, or artistically. Even while we know that the opportunities we can provide will always come a distant second to what an involved parent at home can do. Because there's a hard reality. The most important door a child walks through for their education and their values is the front door of their home. And I believe fiercely that if we had 25,000 active fathers who are active in their child's lives, then we would not have to count the number of new police or new prevention programs that we are starting in this city. I'm talking about fathers who can teach a young adolescent that being an adult is not about their age, it's about their attitude. Unfortunately, that's not where we are as a society, and that's not where we are as a city. Too many of our children have a gap in their lives where a father or a mentor should be making the investments we make today not only necessary, but also make it essential that we do what we're doing today. And I see it every day in how those contributions count. And I just want to give you one example. Now, you know, and Isaiah Thomas is here with us today, but we started this Windy City Hoops program. 10 basketball courts throughout the city of Chicago, open Friday and Saturday nights, all the way to 10:30 at night, with coaches and referees, not just open gyms, but an adult and a mentor for these young men. So I went all the way on the west side of the city, Austin, Columbus Park. I wanted to see what the first night was like. And I watched these kids play, and I happened to sit out in the bleachers, and a young man was there sweating. Pastor's laughing because I said this Sunday at his church, or as my daughter likes to say, we're no longer synagogue kid family, we're a church family. That's where my Sunday is spent. And I got talking to this young man, Martell, and he was so engaging and so nice, and he was just, I said, how'd you learn about this? He said, well, it's the hottest thing going on the west side. Everybody's talking about it. Now, what was supposed to be 80 kids was about 120 plus kids. And we were talking, and he was talking about, he goes, Jim had mentioned, he happened to go to urban prep. He's a junior there. And we were really getting into it, so I asked my staff to bring over my stationery, so I wrote his mother a note, because a parent needs to know when their kid is really well behaved, because they're not at home. It's going to be a shock. So I just said, as one parent to another, this is not your mayor. Martell is really matured. You've done well. You should be really proud. So I gave him the note, signed Mayor Emanuel, on my stationery. 20 minutes later, I'm walking out the door. Martell's walking out. I said, where are you going? He says, I'm going home. I said, well, come on in the car. I'll give you a ride. So, you know, Martell just came for a basketball game. He's now in the car with the mayor. And like, you know, and so he directs the police on where to go, and we drive about 6, 7 blocks over. We come to his house on a side street of the city of Chicago. He's about to get out. 16 years old, about to get out of the car. Friday night, he just wanted a basketball game. And he leans over, grabs my wrist, and he says, Mr. Mayor? I said, yeah, Martell. He goes, may you have a blessed evening. Here I am. I got 4 Chicago cops, 2 SUVs, and this kid's wishing me, may you have a blessed evening. We have great kids in the city of Chicago. We have wonderful kids. And I just was telling Isaiah this story. These are kids. All Martell was looking for was an opportunity. He's going to school. Now, poor Martell, by coincidence, the following week, I'm speaking at one of the urban prep graduations. 500 kids were there, all announced, all of them are going to college, 100% graduation rate. Martell happened to be there, so I called the poor kid out in front of all his friends. I said, now nobody punk on him because he's got 4 cops looking out for him. But I had to embarrass him because he's a wonderful child, but they're all throughout the city. And all Martell needed was a place to go Friday night where a coach was there to tell him he was good. Now, he ain't going to beat Isaiah Thomas. He wasn't there to be Isaiah Thomas. He was there so he didn't have to be on a street corner. And there are thousands of Martells in the city of Chicago, and what we're doing today is giving them an alternative to the street corner, and it is called a basketball court. And that is what this initiative is about. But in addition to that, I see it throughout the city every day. That is why we want to reach back and grab another hand and grab Martell's hand. There are thousands of kids throughout the city of Chicago walking out of their school, walking out of their church, walking out of their home. And they can see the downtown of the city of Chicago with all its promise and with all its potential and all its energy. And for them, it may as well be another city. And what we are doing today is to ensure that the future they think they have is in the future of the city, of this great city of Chicago, and that they do not have another future. And we're giving them the opportunity to make a choice, the right choice that will count for the rest of their lives and giving us a mentor in their lives. So whether it's on a basketball court, whether it's in a chess club, whether it is in fact in a dance program or artistic program, athletic, academic, or artistic, every one of these initiatives are opening a door of opportunity for our children that they cannot get either at home for one reason or another, or at their schools. But if they walk through that door at home, and if they walk through that door in a place of worship, and they walk through that door in the school, we will make sure that every child in the city of Chicago, when they look down and they see the great skyline of this great city, they can see themselves in this city. And if we have achieved to bridge the gap between where they stand and the promise of this great city, then everything we've done in this room is worth the effort. So I want you to reach back. Now this is the United Jewish Appeal part of this speech. Because this gap is not a gap of geography, it's a gap of opportunity. I want you to reach back and I want you to feel that sense of urgency. And as Michelle had said in the speech at Charlotte, you can reach back. Do you find a door handle or do you find a hand? And that's the question we have before us. And every child has a potential in their eyes. And if we give them, again, that sense of hope, that sense of care, and that sense of passion, that somebody loves them, that somebody cares about them, that there's an opportunity for them in this city, that they have a place, they have a role. They will, like Martel, pick the right future, the right set of choices for the rest of their lives. And that spark in young people like Martel, it's a story of a young woman who grew up on the south side of Chicago. She grew up in a bungalow on Euclid Street where she had to share a bedroom with her brother. And I can tell you firsthand, I know what it's like to share a bedroom with your brother. The daughter of a city worker who went to work every day, even with multiple sclerosis. She worked hard at school, excelled at Whitney Young High School. She went on to an Ivy League college, and then went on to law school. And then she has come back to her hometown today as the First Lady of the United States of America. She has campaigned tirelessly to improve the lives of America's children through her campaign on Let's Move. She has brought the business community together to illuminate food deserts across the country. And she has fought hard for the rights of our returning veterans and their families. There is no better example of that spark of optimism, that spark of potential, that promise that lights up the eyes of children of Chicago than my friend and our great First Lady, Michelle Obama.